Hey Sagittarius, no, we're Scorpio. Sorry, I've just done Sagittarius. This is Scorpio. Hi Scorpio, this is your you and them read for May. My intention for this read is to make it a timeless read, and although I'm putting it out in May, it's for whenever you come across it and whenever you find it. A timeless read for you and them. As usual, it's a general read, so it cannot resonate with everyone. It just won't resonate with anyone. So take from it what you will, and if anything doesn't resonate, chuck it out. And also you can flip the read if you need, okay? So if one side is resonating more than the other, just flip it. Cards have been pre-shuffled. Do a little bit more shuffling before I start, but I'm going to dive straight into it because you, Scorpio, are my last read. And I am bloody knackered. So let's start. Scorpio, we are using the Gilded Tarot for your energies. Okay, so I would like the energies of Scorpio, please, for this present moment in time. The energies of love for Scorpio, this present moment in time. The energies of love for Scorpio in this present moment in time. Oh, we're flipping everywhere. The energies of love for Scorpio, this present moment in time. I'm going to take them all. Okay, the first card out, we have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Swords, and then we had the Knight of Wands, and then we have the High Priestess. The energies of Scorpio, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Swords. And the overall energy is decisions to make with the Two of Wands. Okay, Scorpio, let's do this. Hold on, I've got a cat on my shoulder. Giving me a little paw saying, give me some attention. Hiya. Hiya. I'm doing Scorpio's read. Hiya. Right, Scorpio, the person or the energy of the person you are dealing with. The energy of the person you are thinking of, Scorpio. Scorpio's person. The energies of 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 Scorpio's person. One more. The energies of Scorpio's person. Yeah, that way. Okay, we have the Death card. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Chariots. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. And the overall energy is moving on with the Eight of Wands. Okay, let's dive into this read. Scorpio, your overall energy is the Two of Wands. Decisions, decisions, decisions. What path should you take? Doesn't really matter what path you take, Scorpio. They all lead to the same place. You just have a different adventure down each path. So the Two of Wands talks about making your mind up about what you want to do. Make that decision, Scorpio. Just don't stand there. Make that decision. Each path is a different adventure, but they both lead to the same place. We then go on to the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is an action card. We are talking mental clarity. We are talking communication. We are talking different ways of thinking, and we are moving forward. Okay? Moving forward with mental clarity. This is what we need to be doing. Eight of Swords. Self-restriction. Self-imposed restriction. Feeling restraint. Feeling walls up. not wanting to remove the blindfold. We can easily cut ourselves out of this. We've got swords all the way around us. It's like self-sabotage. It's like not wanting to see your direction. It's not wanting to have to choose your path. It's not wanting to have to make a decision. But sadly, the decision needs to be made. We have two energies here of the knights moving away from this Eight of Swords. Okay, so we are trying to move away from the Eight of Swords, trying to get our mental clarity, trying to move forward with passion. But the Knight of Swords is Knight of Wands is a flighty energy. He's an in and out energy. So you could be in and out of this Eight of Swords. 1 minute you could be feeling absolutely fine. The next minute you're 10 steps back and feeling this fear again. Because the Eight of Swords talks about fear. Talks about having a mental block. It talks about feeling powerless. It talks about feeling actually feeling like a victim. Okay, and it talks about changing your mindset, having mental clarity and changing your mindset all over the Eight of Swords. But I feel with the Knight of Wands, 1 minute you can be fine, the next minute you've taken 10 steps back and you're back in the Eight of Swords. Okay, and you need to make your mind up what you're doing. Basically, are you moving forward or you're going back? Are you moving forward or you're going back? Intuition, it says intuition. Use your intuition with the High Priestess on the situation that you are going through. Yeah, it's saying the High Priestess says don't turn a blind eye to what you know. Don't turn a blind eye to what your gut is telling you. Okay, use your intuition. Be confident in using your intuition and trust your gut feeling. What's going down, my Scorpio? What's going down? Is someone doing one on you? High Priestess tells you to use your intuition. Use your gut. Your gut is usually, have confidence, it's always right. Your gut is always right. We talk about the Six of Wands. We've got the Six of Wands here, which talks about victory. It talks about being acknowledged. Having sort of yeah, victory in a situation. But the Six of Wands can also be like an ego card. And wanting to be recognized for something. And then we have the Five of Swords beside the Five of Wands beside it. The Five of Swords, sorry, the Five of Swords, yeah, beside it. And the Five of Swords can be a little bit of an ego card as well. So we've got a couple of ego cards going on here. The Five of Swords can also talk about selfishness, looking after yourself, winning at all costs, conflict, hurting people, hurting each other. And it asks you, if you need to be selfish, do it in a healthy way where it's not going to hurt people, and drop the ego. Drop the ego. So what's going on there, Saggies? What's happening? You've got a decision to make. You know, you're in two minds about moving forward or how you move forward. Could be related to I read how to put this, a sex issue. We've got two knights, so two knights in a read for me is like intimacy. So there could be something going on with your intimacy within a relationship, because we also have the Knight of Wands, who is a player. So, you know, are you dealing with the player energy, Scorpio? Is someone playing you and it's got you in fear? You're trying to get some mental clarity on it? Or, Scorpio, are you being the player? And have you got a decision to make over what you want to do in the situation? Because, you know, I'm feeling some ego here. Perhaps someone's playing you, Scorpio, because I feel, you know, some ego here, some pride being hurt, feeling like you have to look after yourself, and someone, you know, you're being asked to use your intuition and go with your gut and have confidence that your gut is right, Scorpio. In whatever you're feeling, your gut is right. It says, don't turn a blind eye to what you know with the High Priestess. Use your intuition and be confident and trust yourself in your gut feeling, okay? Yeah, and the High Priestess can also be secrets and someone being secretive. So I feel there's some ego around you, Scorpio, whether it's you or someone you're dealing with. And I feel there's some, you know, win at all costs energy, some ego again with the Five of Swords, someone out to look after themselves. Someone out to look after themselves. So we have the High Priestess clarifying the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords is mental clarity, and the High Priestess clarifying that would be use your intuition. Use your intuition on what you know is right with the mental clarity. Then we have the Six of Wands clarifying the Eight of Swords, which is, you know, moving forward from the Eight of Swords. But there's ego there. Why is there ego there? Because that just doesn't make sense. I wonder, I'm getting this manipulative energy now coming through. This manipulative energy. Someone might be getting off on the fact that you're in a quite a fearful place, Scorpio, that you're fearing like what's going to happen, and someone actually might be getting off on that. I'm not quite sure. It's how I'm reading it. Five of Swords is like looking after myself at all costs. Very player energy. Knight of Wands, being a player. Five of Swords is like, I don't actually care, I'm just looking after me. Now, Scorpio, whether this is you or the energy I'm picking up on how you're feeling, I'm not quite sure, but there's a decision that you need to make over it with the Two of Wands. You need to make a decision on what you're doing here and what's going on, okay? The person you're dealing with, on the other hand, is the Eight of Wands. They are moving forward. Okay, they are taking fast action forward. They could be actually moving. They could be inner growth going on, or they could be traveling somewhere. Okay, but they are moving. They start off with the Death card, which, you know, is the ending of something and is a rebirth of something else. You know, it talks about having new energy and a new life and spiritual growth, about letting go of behaviors, old patterns of behaviors, admitting errors even with the Death card, and change. It's a rebirth. So the person you are thinking of is rebirthing something. Then we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, you know, it's that 11-11 card. It's that stability. It's that reunion, wanting a stable, grounded foundation. Wanting a stable, grounded foundation for themselves. And for union with someone else as well. Whether that union's with you, as of yet, I don't know, Scorpio, but they are wanting a new beginning, and then they are manifesting something for themselves. Okay, they are manifesting something for themselves with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel there's probably not a lot of communication between the two of you. We have the Knight of Swords underneath the Death card. So, you know, there could have been some stormy rows going on, lack of communication going on, some arguments. Knight of Swords is being insensitive as well, being insensitive in a situation and ignoring. So there may be no communication here. Someone's looking for a rebirth, a new start, and the communication could have been severed, and they are moving forward now. In this vice versa deck, they are moving forward. They are moving away, I feel, from this connection, but I feel they're moving forward to their new connection, to a new connection, to their stability. Totally in control of this Chariot, totally in control of it, you know. We've got the reins and we're moving forward. With the Eight of Wands as well, moving forward. And the new beginning they're manifesting, this person, Scorpio, the person you are thinking of, the new beginning they are manifesting is the Nine of Pentacles. It's a single energy. It's an energy of being on their own, being stable in their own right, being free, having the abundance that they need. Yeah, a singular energy. Okay, so let's do some how you feel about them. Scorpio, how do you feel about this person? How do you feel about your person, Scorpio? Scorpio, how do you feel about your person? Scorpio, how do you feel about your person? How do you feel about your person, Scorpio? How do you feel about your person? Judgment. Okay, again, Judgment is a major paradigm shifts, major paradigm shifts. Talks about rebirth as well. So this relationship could well be, you know, oh my God, my brain's gone. In separation, you could have splits. Okay, your person is wanting a rebirth and wanting to be single and independent, and how you feel about them is the Judgment. So I feel you know that they want a rebirth. I feel you know there's massive shifts going on in their life, massive shifts going on in your life, and that a judgment has been called on this relationship, although the Judgment does also talk about second chances. So you could feel they may want a second chance, or you may want a second chance. How do you feel about this person? Ace of Pentacles, and they have the Ace of Pentacles. So you're manifesting as well. So you may be manifesting a second chance, or they may be manifesting a second chance, a rebirth at this relationship maybe. But I do see them, the Nine of Pentacles, being this independent, you know, self-loving, knowing their self-worth. But, you know, that is also a good thing, because if they get to that point of the Nine of Pentacles where they know their self-worth and they know their self-value, and they're moving forward in their lives, then that puts them on a much higher vibration to be able to come into union here. So you're both wanting the Ace of Pentacles. You know, they have the Death card with the rebirth, and that's the way you feel about them. So you may want a rebirth with this person, and this person may want a rebirth with you, and you're both manifesting it. Yeah, and justice. So you feel, you know, justice for them. So towards them, you feel like you're clearing out old energies and setting new boundaries. Having equality, having equal give and take in a relationship, and finding balance. You know, justice is all about balance. So you may feel they need balance in their life, and you may feel you need balance in your life. Okay, and how does Scorpio's person feel about Scorpio? 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 They feel the Hierophant, yeah. They want commitment with you, you know. We've got the Judgment, we've got a second time around, we've got rebirth with the Death, we've got rebirth with the Judgment. I'm really feeling that there could be a possibility for union here at some point. Okay, but Scorpio, it's your decision. You know, just because your person is making forward movement and thinking about themselves and their own independence at the moment, you know, Scorpio, you have to take that as a good thing, because you know that union can't take place until your person and yourself are on high vibration. And that means looking after yourself, taking care of yourself, and being strong within yourself, like the Nine of Pentacles. But they want not, they feel you want commitment, and they may want commitment as well. You know, it's mirroring here. You know, it's not the same cards, but the energy that's coming off the cards is mirroring. Judgment, you feel they want a second chance. Hierophant, they feel you want a second chance. Do you get it? So, you know, that you want commitment. So that, you know, the Hierophant also talks about having faith in something, knowing that you're on your right path, living by your word, reevaluating your beliefs, and sticking with the core beliefs that you have. And it's also about inner knowledge. So the Hierophant, you know, is about commitment. So how do they view you? How do they view the Scorpio? Okay, so they view you, Scorpio, as actually not wanting a new beginning. You know, not wanting to take a leap of faith with them. That's how they view you. Yeah, and they view you as the King of Pentacles. They view you, maybe Scorpio, they view you a little bit bossy, a little bit intolerant, a little bit selfish, you're a little bit looking after yourself. That's how they're viewing you, Scorpio. You know. Let's have one more for that. Yeah, and Scorpio, they do view you as a little bit of an egotistical person. This is how this other person is viewing you. Okay, which would make sense with this, you know, King of Pentacles, who's a bit bossy and a bit of a grumpy old shit. A little bit set in their ways, a little bit inflexible, a little bit intolerant of them even. That's how they view you. But still, give them their due. They still feel you want commitment with them, and you still feel they want, you know, this rebirth with you. So this connection you have, Scorpio, with this person isn't severed. So it's your decision what you wish to do about this relationship. Okay, let's see what the outcome is. What is the outcome? What is the outcome for this bleeding pair? What is the outcome? What is the outcome for this pair? Where are they headed? Where's this pair headed? I'm not taking them. Where's this pair headed? What is the outcome? The outcome in love for these two. What is the outcome? Scorpio and their person. What is the outcome? The the outcome for Scorpio and their person. Okay, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords tells me, you know, it can tell me two things. I'm getting softly, softly. Now, I don't know why I'm getting softly, softly, but I'm getting softly, softly. Page of Swords is usually about, you know, over-analysing, worry, suspicion, cutting a person off, like being immature, not being able to face challenges. Page of Swords is an immature energy. But with this, for some reason, I'm getting softly, softly. So I feel, you know, instead of this harsh, sword-like energy, I'm getting through softly, softly. So take a soft approach. Your outcome is be gentle with each other. Yeah. Ace of Cups. The love is there if you wish to take it. I feel you two need your heads banging together. The Ace of Cups is there if you wish to take it. The divine is handing it to you. The divine is giving you a second chance. The divine has given you a rebirth. The divine is giving you the Hierophant, you know. But there is some balance that needs to be sorted out. Look, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. You know, this is fated. This is destiny. This is a fated event. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour if you so wish to reconcile with this person. Or if you're still together, Wheels of Fortune is turning in your favour to sort this out, okay? But Scorpio, I feel it's your decision. Look, you couldn't make this shit up. You couldn't make this shit up. Lover, soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. You know, you want commitment. You want like a second chance. You want rebirth. But Scorpio, it's down to you. It's the Two of Wands is the overall factor of this whole read. Scorpio, it is your decision. The outcome. Oh my. Honestly, Scorpio, you couldn't make this shit up. 11-11. Look at that. Look at that. Union. Union, Scorpio. Union. The divine is handing you union if you so wish it. It's free will. Page of Wands, yeah. Page of Wands. What does the Page of Wands do? What does he do? Does he turn his back and walk away? Or does he move forward with passion? Scorpio, I have to end the read there, because at the end of the day, it's your decision. Scorpio, it's your decision. What do you want to do? Whatever you do, I would say, approach it softly, softly. A softly, softly approach is the way forward. Because something has occurred here that has left both parties, you know, both parties doubting this relationship, but yet both sides wanting it. Okay, so communication is needed. Softly, softly approach, communication. And Scorpio, at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision what you do with this connection, with this person that you are thinking of. You know, that they seem okay. They seem okay, and they even seem approachable. But I feel like, Scorpio, they are worried about taking action with communication with you in case it starts a row. That's, sorry, but that's how I'm feeling. And you're feeling restricted by them because you feel they're inflexible and yeah, and intolerant. So those are the areas that need to be cleared up. Their inflexibility and their intolerance of seeing your side of the picture. Okay? And for you, it's, you know, it's getting your communication out. It's being able to speak your truth clearly and precisely. Write a letter if you can't do it. I suggest write a letter if you can't do it. If you don't feel like you can talk to this person because they are like inflexible and intolerable and bossy, then write a letter. Okay, because I feel they want commitment with you, and I feel you want commitment with them. Okay, this, you could still be together, you could be single, I don't know. I've seen no tower, I've seen no world card, but I have seen rebirths. So it could be a rebirth of a connection you're still in, or rebirth of a connection that's ended and you want to give it a second go with the Judgment card. But Scorpio, at the end of the day, my darlings, it's your decision. Wish you all the best with this. Good luck with it, and I will see you for another read soon. And couldn't you believe all those bloody cards that come out? That was just amazing. The Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands. You know, we've got Justice, we've got the Hierophant, we've got Judgment, we've got Rebirth, we've got the... Oh my God, this is so much a soul, twin flame, love, connection. Scorpio, I hope you can sort it out. Okay, I hope you can sort it out softly, softly. Okay, all the best with it. Namaste.